Hello, everybody. This is Heidi Stone. Welcome to reading number 2. With this deck, this one right here, I had a labradorite stone sitting on top of it. I actually have a couple of labradorite stones. I'm going to show you the other one just so you kind of have an idea. This is what labradorite is, and it is good for intuition. It's I'm not sure if I can do it justice here, but if you can see kind of the rainbow, yeah, the little flasher rainbow on the stone. This card, or sorry, this stone is, like I said, it's great for intuition. It's great for creativity. It's great for helping us be connected with God. So if that sounds like something you are needing today, I just want you to know that I am sending out all of the good juju, connected lovingness that you feel that you might need right now, and I'm sending it to you, and it is my prayer that you receive that. Okay, you guys, when I was meditating and kind of channeling and going over your cards, what I was feeling was the phrase, "Give me Jesus." So, I'm not saying you have to be a Christian or anything like that, but what I do feel is that someone out there really is kind of going through a little bit of a tough time and feels then really needs God right now. And like I said, that can look different for a lot of different people. So yeah, what I'm feeling is that this reading is probably going to be for a multitude of different situations. But this really feels like loss. This feels like loss, and it feels like loss on a couple of different fronts. So let's get into it, you guys, okay? Your top card is the Strength card, and this symbolizes the situation that you're in. The Strength card only comes when we need to exercise internal strength. So I asked my guides to help me pick out some clarifying cards because I said, what could we possibly be needing strength for? And number one, I feel that somebody has literally experienced a passing, that somebody in their life has passed away. And if that is you, my deepest condolences to you. My deepest condolences to you. My other inclination that I have is I feel that somebody's been cheated on in a romantic relationship. And I've got the Knight of Wands here, so I feel like you didn't find out on your own accord. Someone told you. And what I'm feeling for a lot of you is just that you don't know what to do. You're not sure what to do. You're not sure what direction to take. And for somebody here, I feel like it takes a lot of energy for you to even breathe. You are so depressed and full of hurt right now. Wow. And it's amazing because the cards here aren't even that dark, but I really feel like someone needs strength. So if you fall into these categories at all, or if you're going through an extreme hardship right now, I just want you to know that I'm thinking of you and I wish you well, and I am sending you peace and light, and I wish many blessings upon you, okay? The Two of Swords to me is kind of an intense card. It's the card of, to me it's a card of Libra because it's a sword card. And swords are thoughts and words. And I see that this individual has their arms crossed, and they've almost like put themselves at this impasse of not wanting to move forward, not even knowing what to do. They're kind of just at a standstill, even with themselves and those around them. So this is what's going well for you. Whether or not you're reaching out for support to those around you, I do feel with this Three of Pentacles, many of you have a support system. And some of you don't believe that you have a support system, but you do have a support system. Rather, it's a spiritual support system. So some of you have a really strong faith, and that's helping you a lot right now, and your church and congregation is helping you a lot right now. For others of you, I feel that you have either a grandparent, there's someone here that has a grandparent, or there's somebody here that has a grandchild that's around you and is really helping you. Others of you, you just have you have a lot of friends, and there is someone here very specifically that has a really special connection with their dog. That's what I'm feeling in this card. And just that, taking light and heart in the fact that you have people around you that love you and care about you and want you to do well. I see someone here is so blessed with community. Now, what I am feeling with the Queen of Cups, to me, this is such a queen that represents Mother Mary. There's a lot of Christian imagery within the tarot, so I apologize if that's kind of hard language for you to listen to, but just want you to know I am a non-judgmental reader. I accept all. I am a Christian, but I guess you would probably, I guess I'm a little bit unorthodox, right? Because I read tarot. But, the Queen of Cups to me is Mother Mary. And, Mother Mary is kind of eternally crying for us all. She looks at humanity like we're all her children. And so what I'm feeling in this card here is that somebody really needs to, it's interesting because you have community around you, and yet you're not allowing yourself to be vulnerable with them and to really let yourself be supported. That's what I'm feeling with this Queen of Cups, is you're just not letting yourself be supported by those around you that are willing and able to be there for you. There is an individual here that I feel like there's a family situation here, and you guys have lost someone. And if you're viewing this video right now, you kind of tell your family members to kind of buck up and pull yourselves up by the bootstraps. But what you really need to do is hold space for them, and in holding space for them, you're able to also allow yourself to be supported and loved. So that's a big message there. I'm also feeling someone here needs to focus on drinking more water. That's a fascinating thing. I don't know. I guess if you're crying a lot, or if there's a lot of tears shed, it might be a good idea to rehydrate yourself. It's a really specific thing. I feel like someone here feels really soothed when they drink hot cocoa. So this might be a good time to get yourself some hot cocoa, because we're coming into fall anyways. The advice is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords traditionally has these kind of lightning bolty things around them. And that comes from the Tower card, which used to be I believe it's in the Marseille deck, but traditionally when you see lightning, it's God. And I think it's interesting because you have labradorite with this that comes with this reading, and I really feel like God is showing you something right now. Your eyes are being really opened. I feel like if you've lost someone, your eyes are being opened to how precious and fragile life is. And I know that's not really advice, but that is kind of what you're experiencing right now. Is just life is so precious. And even if you haven't experienced loss, literal loss, if you've experienced loss in another way. For instance, if you've been cheated on, I feel that what you're seeing is just that your reality can be just shattered in just moments. And it shatters when our reality isn't built on truth. That's, what this card to me is. And so if you're in the category of your life hasn't been based in truth as your foundation, I feel that there's a lot of things that are starting to kind of crumble down around you, and that's really hard. And I guess the advice for this one is to realize that all of these things are falling away because they weren't in truth, and to take comfort in the fact that once your life is aligned in truth, specifically your truth, that things will get better. And you will be loved, and you are loved, and you do have community around you. I see a few different ways this can play out for you guys. So if you've been cheated on, I feel that you're going to have a storm of emotions that kind of take over you as you're processing this. And while I understand that this is the Five of Swords, it really feels like a very sinister death card. It's like you have just got a storm of emotions, and there is this little piece of you that feels vindictive. And that is not and that is actually a really helpful emotion. I know that we all, we don't like sitting in uncomfortability, but that vindictiveness is giving you a little snippet into your inner self, the inner self that was wronged maybe once when you were quite young and you were a child. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because as adults, we replicate situations that traumatize us as children so that we can process it again as an adult. And I just feel like this is your opportunity to do that. So I don't feel any evil in this card at all. It's just, I feel the energy of it as being really dark. And this is like kind of your time for shadow work, really. If you've lost someone, I feel like you can go through either the grieving process alone. This feels very alone to me. Or you can go through the grieving process with support. And it's really up to you. It's 100,000,000,000% up to you what you choose to do. And there's really no right or wrong here. It's just, I guess this is the time to see how fragile life is, and that's why we want to cling on to those that are dearest to us. I feel someone here that is in a category of just general loss and is choosing to kind of take a higher road. Like, okay, this wasn't meant for me, and being in total trust. And if you are that individual, please email me. I want to know all about you. I do feel that for some of you, though, like you're going to cling on to the community that's around you and supporting you, and you're going to be able to kind of float to the next place of transformation in your life. And it's absolutely beautiful. And that this loss also brought the blessing of bringing together your community and family. Ultimately, you should go take a look at number one, reading number one, because the reading number one also got the Nine of Cups. There's a deep reflection right now, I feel, within the collective on understanding what fulfillment really means and what it really means for us, and not just reaching for things that are around us. So this again would be understanding how precious our life is and how precious the lives of others are, and how much of a miracle it is that we're even alive, and kind of clinging on to that hope. That's what I see in this card. And I see some people really having kind of that eye-opening wow moment and factor. I did pull an angel card for you guys. This one says, take time for yourself. Enjoy relaxation activities that nurture your soul. You know, you guys, this so feels like getting up early in the morning and spending time in meditation and in spirit and whatever that looks like for you guys. I just feel like now is a really good time for healthy coping mechanisms. This is what it really feels like for me. It's just healthy coping mechanisms and really kind of drinking in the support that is around you, and that can look different to a lot of different people, and that can come in a lot of creative and different ways, you guys. Okay, you guys, I hope this was helpful. This was a really heavy reading. If you are needing further support, please feel free to reach out to me and I'd be happy to look into your situation. All right, blessed be you guys.